Hello everybody, my name is Craig Rivers. I'm from Rivers Inn Outdoors, and in my last video I talked about, I had some really good ideas that I was going to show you that people were working on and could never seem to figure out. Now what that is, believe it or not, is cooking an egg. Everybody throws them in the coals. They do all kinds of stuff, but I was just laying there one night watching YouTube, and then it just dawned on me how to do it. So I got a way I'm going to try. We'll see if it'll work. And thought I would come down and cook my breakfast down here this morning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of willow and I'm going to split it. Hopefully I can do this. Okay, so now this is the first time I've ever tried this. So bear with me if it doesn't work. It'll be a failed experiment. But that's kind of what things are all about, right? So I'm going to split it. I'm going to put the egg in the center. See if this works. Sure. Why not? Oop. Broke it. Nope. Might only need 3 on this one. Yeah. That. See that? I don't have a way of timing it, so I'm going to have to guess at it. Now this, you can see, is already a problem. It's got a curve in it. So I'll have to figure out a way to prop that. Man, there's some heat coming out of there. So we'll get our second egg in here. Yeah, that stick should be a little bit straighter, I think. But if this works, you can all let everybody know that you saw it here with Rivers Inn Outdoors. And yep, broke that one. Went too far with it. And yeah, be a good thing. I just can't see putting my eggs in the coals. Just doesn't seem like it works very good. So we'll see. Could be a big failure. Okay, see if I can get my egg in here. Be careful, I'm going to split it out too much. Could have got a bigger round piece of willow, I guess. Okay, there we go. That one's a little better. Actually, if I move it over there, it won't be so hot. How in the hell do I know 10 minutes? I'm using my phone to film with, so I don't have a way to time anything. I just have to guess at it. Okay, now this is a pan I used pretty much my whole life. When I had a place up in the hills, I would bring one of these pans along. They're light, but they work like a cast iron skillet. Now, the thing with these is they're antique and they're kind of cool. I mean, they're pretty neat. It's called a cold handle frying pan. Now, the thing is with this is you got to be careful. Years ago I was cooking some eggs in one of these, and these handles are hollow. you get crud and crap in there, so you gotta every once in a while boil it out so you can get all that crud out of there. Because what I did is I was swirling my eggs around in there, and all this crud went down into my eggs and ruined my eggs. So that's something you gotta watch out for. I got some nice thick bacon. Have that with my eggs. My pan a little bit warm. Oh, it's going to take a little bit of a while to cook my bacon. Oh yeah, it's sizzling. I don't know, there's something about cooking over an oak fire. Okay, let's see if I can do something with these eggs. Uh-oh. I see a problem. This one's wanting to come out. I actually should probably take and wrap some twine around there, I would imagine. Yep. I'm gonna have to find a rock to hold that. Okay, take a flat rock. Oh, don't fall out of there. Now, a lot of people poke a hole in their egg. I don't know if you need to do that or not. I'm sitting on my knife here, it's not very comfortable. Well, my eggs might turn out, but I think my bacon's going to be good. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of different ways you can do things. And the more you get out there and talk to people and do different things, you know, the better, the more you learn, the more you share information with like-minded people. I really enjoy it. I'm just on my ranch right here. And the only thing I don't like is that I have a road that's about a mile long in front of my ranch, because I got a mile of road frontage, and the traffic. What are these people doing going up the road and down the road and up the road and down the road? There's sometimes at night, at midnight, there'll be 10 little cars with loud exhaust that go up. Oh, zoom, 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 zoom. They go up to the top of the hill. I don't know what they're doing up there, who knows. And then they come back down 15, 20 minutes later, zoom, 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 zoom. It's crazy. What are people doing? They're wasting fuel and energy and resources. I don't know. Okay, I might have to do something with these eggs. I don't know if I mentioned it or not. Some people poke a hole in their egg when they're cooking them in the coals. I opted to not do that. I should have probably poked a hole in one and not the other. And there's plenty of heat there. It might take a little while, but stick's hot. Ooh, I can feel that heat on the back of my arm for sure. Nope, don't go anywhere. Okay, so in my last video, made a little bit of an error. I had said that I was 54. I'm not 54, I'm 64. Maybe that's a good thing that I keep thinking I'm younger. Although I'm not really feeling that much younger lately. Oh, you son of a gun. Woo! 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 Well, that one's going to get cooked in the pan. Hey, I'm trying. What can I say? Okay. Get rid of this stick. I was really hoping this would work. But I'm not going to do this and then, or try it, and then come back and video it later after I know I'm successful with it. I'm going to try it. I'm going to show you folks if it's going to work or not going to work. It's the idea of experimenting a little bit, trying something different. I don't have a utensil to cook that egg. All I got is my knife. I'll just have to figure it out. Here I am in the smoke again. Where was that pan? It's sitting perfect. Not real hot. I'll just crack that thing in the pan. You hear that? Young kids in Dodge trucks, big tires, loud exhaust. Yeah, I was actually watching a YouTube video of a German lady that was doing some bushcraft. She was complaining about the same thing, noise on the road in front of her place in Germany. I guess people have the same troubles all over, unless you're out in the middle of the desert or something. The other thing is, in my last video, I was worried about the rain. Well, here we are. It's January. Still no rain. you can see the grass. There's no grass. I mean, I might have to get rid of my cows. There's just no water. Cow drinks, you know, anywhere from 5 to 15 gallons, 25 gallons a day, depending on if they're nursing calves or what's going on. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if you guys can hear this sizzling. I wish you could smell it. You're waiting for that bacon grease, aren't you, dog? I think you're fat enough. I think what I might do is I've always kind of liked being down in the lower area, down in along the creek, but I might build me a day camp up on the side hill further away from the road. See if I can find a spot that's a little bit quieter. What did I do with my knife? I want to touch on a subject that's probably not a good subject. But a lot of people have these bug out bags and this philosophy if they need to bail out, you know, where to go, what to do, yada yada yada. Well, that's fine. The problem is nobody really thinks it forward. And I have some things I want to show you in a couple of my videos. But if I have to bug out, I am not going to leave my dog, I only have one cat. You know, I'm not going to leave my animals, my goats. So I have to think about that besides just carrying a backpack and being, you know, for myself. How am I going to bring my animals with me? How am I going to bring food for them? The goats are pretty good at foraging. The dogs, even them, you know, if you're hunting, you'll have scraps and leftovers you can cook up with rice or something that you can feed the dogs. It wouldn't hurt to have an extra 50-pound sack of dog food around, you know, cycle, you know, rotate through just like you would your own products, you know, or your own prepping pantry. But keep some food around for the dog or the animals if you have to take off. And I'm especially going to take my chickens. Now I got actually an old-timey wooden chicken cage that I would bring my chickens with. You know, bring 4 or 5 chickens and you'll have food. I mean, these eggs are from my chickens and these are nice eggs. I'll tell you, they taste good. There's no preservatives. The chickens weren't fed any crap. I was in the chicken industry. And you can't believe the stuff they put in the feed. I mean, it's scary. They actually processed the chickens. And the chicken company I was raising chickens for owned their feed mill. So they took all of the feathers, the beaks, the feet, the garbage from the chickens, ground it back up, and put it in the feed. If you picked up the feed and smelled it, it smelled like rancid fat. That, between that and the medication and the drugs that I was giving the chickens that was making me sick, that was a big part of the reason why I gave it up. Just horrible. I mean, I firmly believe in eating whatever you can naturally. And so anyway, if you have to bug out, think about your animals, your livestock, your cats, dogs, parrot, all that stuff. You don't want to just leave them behind. I mean, what the heck? I mean, you shouldn't have animals if you're going to treat them that way. I have no idea if this egg is getting done or not. It feels hot. Woo! Hot on my arm. If I can rotate this thing down a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that might work. Too bad I dropped the one. Being a little bit impatient. Gotta be patient. Now, I wouldn't normally do a cooking video. I mean, everybody knows how to cook. I guess the only reason I was doing this is because I wanted to try doing egg over, cook an egg. Boy, that's going to be a greasy egg. Alright, it'll be edible. Sure the dog will like it. It's a nice day today. Even though it's winter, it feels like spring. It feels like a late spring. It's actually warm. I'm supposed to be sitting by this fire. Whoa! That hurt. I have a funny feeling this egg is not getting done. I don't know why. I mean, there's plenty of heat there. In a little bit. Yeah. There we go. That's looking a little better. Picked up quite a bit of black shit out of the pan, but a little iron isn't going to hurt anybody. let that egg set a little bit more. Bacon. Hey, get out of there. You'll get some when I'm ready to give it to you. Want some egg? Want some egg? No? Oh, okay. Once that piece cools, you can have that. No. No. Nope. Well, it's hot. Yeah, you want the bacon. That's what everybody wants. Well, like I said, I'm going to have a watch. Man, that's hot. Coyotes around here are crazy. I've actually discovered, I was picking up some firewood, I discovered a little den right over there. Last night they were barking so loud all night long. But I looked out in my field, in my neighbor's field next door to me with a flashlight at about 1:30 in the morning. I counted 5 of them. And what they do is they come in and coax the little dogs out. Lost 2 little dogs to the coyotes. Lost a cat, real nice cat that we bottle fed that we found in the barn. Kind of upsetting, actually. And it's like we're overrun with them. I don't know where they're coming from. Why do we have so many coyotes? I don't know. There you go, Zipper. Like that. Egg. Yeah, you're kind of a little bit of a piggy dog. Yes, you are. Well, I think I'm going to give that egg a try. I'm at least going to see if it's hot. How you can tell if an egg is done or not if it's hard boiled. So you can spin it. If it spins easy, it's cooked. If it doesn't spin, it's not cooked. So here we go. We're going to try it. Nope. Didn't do it. Didn't do it. Well, that was a failed experiment. I'm going to have to try that again sometime. Well, folks, sorry that didn't work. Thought it was a really good idea. Might need to be a little closer to the heat. Have to look up, see what the temperature of boiling water is. Bring the thermometer out next time and see what the temperature range is of the fire, and then I can get a good idea how high to hold the egg. That one started to cook, but it, yeah, just didn't quite do it. So I'll try again at some point. Like I said, I'm not going to do experiments and then perfect whatever it is I'm trying to do and then film it. I'm going to do it while I'm filming, so everybody knows that I'm not sticking a pre-hard boiled egg in the stick and seeing how it comes out, you know, making a phony video. I don't want to do that. So in my videos, I always have said I'm going to do a tip and trick, or some sort of tip at the end of the video. And what I want to talk about is, it's not necessarily a gadget or anything, it's more of a survival item. Now you can buy a little square survival blanket, silver colored or orange or whatever, small, fit in your backpack, light. I would recommend carrying one in my glove box, backpack, back seat, wherever, behind the sun visor in the car. And the reason is, years ago when I was a kid, I used to work as a packer up in the mountains. And a packer is a guy that goes out on mules, or actually, I'm sorry, horses, and has a string of mules, and he takes gear out or guides people out on horseback to go hunting, fishing, take food out to backpackers or whatever. Well, this one particular case, I was supposed to go out just for an overnighter and drop some food off for some backpackers way up, probably, I don't know, 9,000 feet. And I'm just guessing. It could have been higher, could have been a little lower. So I'm going up over this pass, which is just giant boulders. My horses are slipping, my animals are tripping up. And it started hailing. And I mean, it was hailing bad. And all I had was a sleeping bag with me. I didn't have anything else. I didn't even have a ground cloth. My bedroll had kind of a ground cloth in it, but it was small. And I got soaked. I was freezing. I didn't get hypothermia that time, but I have gotten hypothermia at other times. One other time I got hypothermia. And the thing is, what I'm trying to say is that survival blanket may not have worked if I was cold and my body temperature was way low, but what it would have done is I could have used it as a fly keep the rain off. Once I got in and went to bed, and I was so cold and so tired, got a little touch of altitude sickness, that I went to bed before it was even dark. And thank God the backpackers actually had an extra fly to put over, that I could put over my sleeping bag, or not over my sleeping bag, but over the little area that I was sleeping. It was kind of tucked under a tree. And I won't say that saved my life, but it certainly saved me from getting, wetter and sick. I could have really gotten sick. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is, I think you got to be somewhat prepared, and you never know what's going to hit you. And I think a survival blanket is one of those really, really good things. I don't need them around here at the ranch. If I get wet and cold, I just go back to the house. But, or I start a fire or something. But, if you're on the traveling and you're on a cold beach or somewhere and a storm comes in, you need to be prepared. And that was kind of a scary situation for me. So I learned a valuable lesson. Bring something to keep you dry. And even a poncho. You could throw a poncho, put up a makeshift shelter out of a poncho. The thing about survival blankets is you can build a debris shelter, and I don't care what these guys do with these debris shelters. They're gonna leak if it's raining. But if you have a survival blanket, carry 2 or 3 of them. You can throw a survival blanket over the top of it, and your debris shelter is not gonna leak. So that's my tip this time. And I want to thank you all for watching again. I enjoyed having you here at Rivers End Outdoors. And I hope things good for everybody in the world. I know it's a tough time right now. There's a lot of things going on. A lot of crazy politics. A lot of crazy stuff going on with the coronavirus. But be safe. Be careful. Protect yourself. And especially watch out for your family. Alrighty, I will see you on the next video. Bye now.